Wake up. All right. I am excited. As you can see, I've not done my daily workout in the game, but I promise you, I've done my daily workout in real life. So, I don't know how. Okay, first and foremost, shout out to my wife. Thank you for breakfast. I truly do appreciate that greatly. And I think words of affirmation do help. And at the very least, I don't think it hurts. So I find myself doing the things that I vocalized yesterday. I just find myself doing them naturally today. Um, I did a little walking, a little stretching, and I feel good. Usually when I wake up, I feel very stiff. I don't know about anyone else out there in YouTube world, but I find myself needing a good hour and a half to kind of just slowly ease into the day. And that's one thing I do remember, and I'm very grateful for being able to take my son and my wife to Hong Kong when he was 1 year old. And just seeing people, I don't know their ages, but I would assume they're 50 plus, 50, 60, 70, 80, maybe 90, maybe 100 years old. But I was very shocked in a good way to see people that were just walking, moving, stretching. I really, really am grateful for that. If I had a dream, I can vocalize another idea. Maybe I could start like a walking club. But right now, I'm just literally doing very slow, very short distances. I have to ease myself back into working out. That's the one thing I realized about myself is that, when I take long breaks from working out and being healthy, I have to slowly get back into it. Otherwise, my body breaks and then I'm in a worse situation. So that's what I don't want. That's what I don't want. I realize that I sometimes for me it's and I can only speak for myself. Sometimes for me it's much better to look silly in the eyes of the global community, and by global community I mean the people that live around me. I'm okay with looking like a fool. If I'm doing really slow, methodical distances, maybe today I probably didn't even walk, not even a quarter mile. So, but I try to just move my body in awkward positions because I realized we've been blessed with too much, and this is my perception. I think we've been blessed with too much, and so we have very rigid range of motions, and then then your shoulders and all parts of your body just don't get used to moving. And then when you do have to kind of twist or adjust or, maybe block or whatever, look, I'm just messing around, but maybe you just have to avoid a bird that's like flying by your head. So I just feel like, it's just good to kind of move and twist your body and get that blood flowing, or lack of a better word, just get moving in positions that you don't. I know a lot of people don't like just abstract. So, perfect example, a gentleman that I went to college with, I remember he said his mother worked at the post office, and she was just, that motion of just putting a letter in the box, and then, and really it's just having that same repetitive motion really just wears out your joints. So, that's my suggestion to myself. Please, no one else listen to me. That's my suggestion to myself, that I need to move, remind myself to move in uncomfortable positions, so that way my body can stay healthy, and I can hopefully when I'm not 50, 60, 70, 80 or 90, I can be walking around just like all those people I looked up to and appreciated in Hong Kong. Shout out to Hong Kong, such a beautiful city. Okay, here we go. Today on the list is Mazda. I'm so excited for this. Tell me how long, tell me how long. Sorry, I like to listen to it. When I get into a song, I like to listen to it. Okay, so here we go. Again, my disclaimer, I am greatly saddened by my own inability to pronounce people's names correctly. So forgive me to anyone that I mention in this video, and if I say your name incorrectly, it is absolutely only my ignorance and lack of just my verbal range. I apologize. I wish I could learn every single person's name exactly as the way it should be pronounced on planet Earth. And then I know there's only 6 billion people, but I wish I could do that. All right, here we go. Mazda, Japan, headquartered in Hiroshima, Japan. Established January 30th, 1920. Founder, Jujiro Matsuda. All right. The museum. Oh, that's... we're already starting... Look. So far, I've only done 2. I've only done Mitsubishi and Suzuki, but I am thoroughly enjoying this because I'm learning, and that's the thing is, everyone... I realized when someone watches a video... if you have 10 people watching a video, you have 10 different things that people see. I think you gravitate towards the words or the ideas presented that are familiar to you. So, if there were 15 million people watching a video, I think you come away with 15 million different interpretations. And I think that's the beautiful part about life. It really is that you can never control how someone interprets something. All right, here we go. Museum Mazda. 1921. Jujiro Matsuda, second president of Toyo Cork Manufacturing, the de facto founder of Mazda, changing the name of Toyo Cork Manufacturing, founded in 1920 to Toyo Manufacturing. Jujiro Matsuda redirected the company's efforts from cork manufacturing towards machinery. Very cool. 1930, its first motorcycle, starting prototyping from 2 years after the company name change. A 2-stroke 250cc motorcycle is completed. 30 units are sold. That looks very cool. Very reminiscent of the motorcycles I've seen here in the US at, I think generally the same time period. 1931, Type DA Mazda 3-wheel truck. Mazda's history as an automobile manufacturer started with the completion of the Type DA in October 1931. The proprietary engine has a capacity of 485cc and can carry a maximum rated load of 441 pounds. That's kind of impressive to be able to carry 441 pounds. Very cool. This is something I wish would come back because I realized that, me personally, sometimes, I went back and forth. I'm kind of, lack of a better word, I'm just kind of extreme in some characteristics. I went from only driving cars, then I went to only having a motorcycle and only wanting to ride a motorcycle for a few years. Then I went back to only driving cars, and then I believe I did this again. I went to only riding a motorcycle, but I would be so grateful for something that could carry. That's kind of one of my things that I wish motorcycle companies would do more of is give you kind of a capacity to carry things, because the reality is, just because you're on a motorcycle doesn't mean you don't want to buy things, doesn't mean you don't want to go to the grocery store. It doesn't mean, maybe you're out and about and you see some beautiful flowers and you want to buy them for your wife and you're on your motorcycle. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm serious. 1934, victory at Hiroshima's Shokan Festival race. Following the company's first entry and first win in 1930 with its motorcycle, the Type DC 3-wheel truck also wins at racing in 1934. Well, and the other thing I think would be cool is a motorcycle with like just a bench. So then, you could have two. I think it would be cool to be able to be on the motorcycle and have 2 passengers in the rear. So that's another thing I think would be cool, like just a motorcycle where you have your seat in the front. You could have 2 passengers and then maybe a little cargo area. And I know Harley does the trikes. They do trikes really well. So I think all we would need is just somebody to say, hey, look, maybe there's a market for this. Maybe we haven't tapped into markets because we haven't produced the things that people want. And or maybe I'm just one person just speaking for myself, but I definitely would appreciate that. 1940, 1940, the prototype compact passenger car. Ooh, that looks really cool. After starting full-scale production of 3-wheel trucks, Mazda begins plans for the production of compact 4-wheel vehicles. A prototype is finished in 1940. However, due to the worsening situation of the war, it never reached production. That I think is truly a shame, because that is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous car. I really believe that if somebody came out with a car that looks exactly like that even today, Mazda, you could do a throwback and say, look, 1940s we couldn't make it, but maybe we'll make it now. I think that's a absolutely beautiful. And the other thing, I do love how the hood opens, because the one thing I really appreciated about cars during this time period that were produced, or general time period that were produced, is that you could pop that hood up, and then you're one thing that I would love, I always thought would be cool, is to park my car. And this is just me being silly, but I would love to park my car in my house and just have it displayed, because sometimes I just spend hours just looking at my car and just appreciating the beauty and the lines and the. So I really think that Mazda, if you release that, look, I mean, I'm assuming you still have the patents or the ability to do it. I just think it would be gorgeous. I really do. 1950 CA 4-wheel truck. The 1-ton truck is released in 1950. It uses a newly developed V2 overhead valve engine. (1960) The R36 Coupe's engine, powered by an air-cooled V-twin engine mounted in the rear of the vehicle. Shout out to everybody who mounts their engines in the rear. The engine has a capacity of 356 cc and is rated at 15.7 HP. 1960 R360 Coupe, Mazda's first 4-seater key passenger car. The compact coupe's weighs only 838 pounds and becomes a hot topic with its low price of 300,000 yen and optional automatic transmission. That reminds me of I don't know, I'm not very familiar with the European car manufacturers, so that's why I'm actually I started with what I love, Japanese manufacturers, but I'm excited to get into like the French and forgive me, I don't know, French, Italian, British car manufacturers, because that, to me, in my ignorance, that looks similar to some of the things they were producing during, I think, the same time period. Oh, and here's the other thing I realized is, it's very possible that, ideas are kind of like, as a planet, we're traveling through the universe at I don't know how many miles per hour. So it might be possible that ideas are just passing through us, and maybe there's, a couple dozen people on the planet who come up with an idea at the same time, and that might seem like a lot of people, but if it's spread out through, I don't know how many countries are recognized today, 260 plus countries recognized today. So I think it's very possible that, across the planet, you have different people coming up with the same idea or embracing the idea, lack of a better word for me. I think because we're traveling, I think there's a lot of things we still don't understand about dark matter and just a lot of things. So I think it's very close-minded to think that, a single individual can come up with an idea solely on their own. I think ideas might possibly be different things than what we think they are. Okay, and that's obviously just my opinion. 1961, rotary engine prototype number 1. Yes! Mazda, please, I beg you, please re-release a rotary engine. The one and only time I got to drive an RX-7, I believe it was an RX-7, my goodness, if I had the money, I would have bought that car. It was used, and now I know I said in another video, it was at the Mitsubishi dealership. I think it was like Eldora, and I forget where it's located in Las Vegas, but I remember the salesman was such a cool, nice guy. He let me take the car out, and I fell in love with that car. Not just because Wolverine drove it in one of the X-Men movies, but because it's just such a charismatic engine. After forming a joint engineering venture with NSU in 1961, Mazda quickly builds its first prototype rotary engine. The single rotor engine has a capacity of 400cc. However, this is only the start of an extremely challenging development effort. And this is the other thing. I mean, I'm assuming there was so much effort put into developing this masterpiece. So I mean, why? It almost seems like to me, as somebody who, I mean, I don't have the resources, but it almost seems like to me like somebody who would have the resources maybe could step in. I know that's what happened with Nissan. Forgive my ignorance on the years, but I know Renault stepped in when Nissan was in trouble. I really hope that, you know, maybe there's a large corporation or an individual with a large amount of finance that might just say, look, maybe this is, as a historian, as someone who appreciates history, maybe we shouldn't let these beautiful works of art fall by the wayside. 1962, Carroll 360. The Carroll, released in 1962, features the first water-cooled 4-cylinder engine used in a kei car. In order to improve the seating conditions of the rear seats, the car utilized a cliff-cut style vertical rear window. Interesting. That is adorable. It looks like a cartoon, like in a good way. 1963, the first Cosmo Sports prototype. 6 months after the formation of the rotary engine research team, its first prototype is completed. The car is dubbed the Cosmo for its futuristic, low-slung design. The engine used 2 rotors, each with a 400cc capacity. That is very cool. It's different, I'll say that much. 1963, Familia 800 van, Mazda 800 van. The Familia 800 is introduced as Mazda's first true compact car. First sold as a light van, a sedan model will be released in the following year. 1965, Familia 1000 Coupe, Mazda's 1000 Coupe. A sports coupe powered by Mazda's first overhead cam engine is added to the Familia series. Its maximum output is 67 HP, and it is the first car in the Mazda line up at the time. That looks like it would have a lot of trunk space. You know, here's the thing. I never really liked the white walls, but now I kind of see the appeal. I do. I've realized, like, things sometimes you don't like them at first, and then they kind of just grow on you. 1965, the R16A prototype, a four rotor rotary powered prototype, photographed on the outer ring of the Miyoshi proving ground. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, that is sexy as F, bro. 1965, the Miyoshi proving ground is completed. A full-scale automobile test course is constructed in Miyoshi, northern Hiroshima, with its total length of 2.7 miles. The course makes high-speed durability tests possible. This will play a large role in the development of rotary-powered vehicles. Very, very cool. 1967, Cosmo Sports. Cosmo Sports 110S. 6 years after the start of a joint development with NSU, the Cosmo Sports is finally released, becoming the first two-rotor rotary-powered car in the world. Dang, son. 1176 units will be sold over 6 years. That is fire, bro. Absolute fire. 1967. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That should be displayed everywhere. 10A. Not just because I love the number 10 and I was born into it. It came to me at birth. Rotary engine. Mazda's first production rotary engine uses 2 491cc rotors. In its initial production, the engine produced 108.4 HP. It will be increased to 126.2 HP in the following year. Very cool. 1968, the Marathon de la Route 84-hour race. This is something I would definitely be interested in doing. Because I love running marathons. So I feel like that would be my, like, hypothetically, if I ever had the opportunity to drive a car professionally, which, I mean, I would love to do, but You know, life. You know, life. You gotta, you gotta take what you get. I think. Okay, so in order to publicly prove the reliability and durability of the newly developed rotary engine, a car is entered in an endurance race in Europe over a grueling 3.5 days, totaling 84 hours. The car successfully completed the race in fourth place. Shout out to all the people who drove that race. My goodness, I tip my hat to you. When I did my I didn't finish the coast to coast, but my plan when I bought when we got my wife's new BMW, new to us BMW X3, I just wanted to test the reliability, and it performed absolutely amazing. I did a little over, I think, 10,000 miles just driving from southern Nevada all the way to Florida, up to New York City, back down to Florida, and back over. I didn't finish this last leg of the coast, but I put about 10,000 miles, and there were a couple days where I drove almost 24 hours straight. So I can't even imagine driving for 84 hours straight. Me just driving 24 hours straight, I couldn't even think straight. I couldn't even process what I was saying. So shout out to the people who drove that race. 1968 Familia Rotary Coupe, Mazda R100 Coupe, the second rotary powered car and I have videos of my road trip if anyone, hypothetically, if you wanted to see that. The second rotary powered car is a second generation Familia Coupe, fit with a 98.6 HP engine, costing only half as much as the Cosmo Sports. The car greatly popularized the rotary engine. Yes, I really feel like, maybe this is my hypothesis. Maybe the rotary engine just hasn't gotten traction yet. Maybe it's just a slow starter, but maybe it's just going to take off. That's just maybe possible, 1969, Lucy Rotary Coupe, Lucy R130 Coupe. This hardtop luxury coupe represents the very peak of rotary powered cars. The car produces 124.2 HP from the newly developed 13A engine featuring two 655cc rotors. The car is also Mazda's first front-wheel drive car. Interesting. Oh my goodness, Mazda, you sneaky bees. 1970 RX 500. What an absolute monster in the best possible way. The prototype put on display at the Tokyo Motor Show in 1970, the Mazda's 50th anniversary year. The rotary powered car is developed with high speed stability. My gosh, what a gorgeous car. 1970 Spa 24 hours. 4 factory works cars enter the Spa 24 hours. The cars lead the race up until the final few hours, when they are unfortunately overcome by engine issues and forced to retire. One car does finish in 5th place. Oh man, that's sad. But look, I mean, the fact that maybe it was just a little tweaking. I mean, this is the thing I was thinking about from yesterday. I don't think there's a such thing as losing. I think you either win or you learn something. I think that's the truth. 1970 Capella Rotary. Well, I take it back. You lose when you don't learn something. There you go. So there it is possible to lose. Capella Rotary RX2. All right, here we go. A new car commemorating the 50th anniversary of the company is released with the catchphrase Capella 626, the wind. The rotary version features the new 12A engine. I love those mirrors in the front. I do. I hope that comes back. That is hot. 1971 Savannah Coupe. And not just because Itchy Boots and Savannah. No, that's not just the name. I like the name, but this car is amazing too. And shout out to Itchy Boots for riding her motorcycle literally around the world. That is a feat that I have yet to see anyone else that can do what that young lady can do. young woman, excuse me. The Savannah is introduced as a rotary-only car with a dynamic, unique style. In 1972, the GT will be introduced as the highest grade model of the coupe, featuring the 12A engine. My gosh, and the color too. You know, here's the thing. I really hope these colors come back. I mean, in the 70s, that's an absolutely gorgeous color. Absolutely gorgeous. 1972, Lucy Hardtop RX4. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Look at that grille too. I love the four front headlights. My goodness, that is a sexy car. Mazda, you're making absolutely sexy cars. The big rotary second generation Lucy 926 comes in 3 different models in hardtop, custom, and sedan variations. A new anti-pollution Lucy AP model is also released at the same time. Here's the other thing I was thinking. I mean, I think rotary engines are a lot smaller in I think displacement. So maybe, you know, maybe now that we're focusing more on efficiency, maybe the rotary engine will have a revival. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go. 1972 Savannah Sports Wagon RX3 wagon. 4 months after the release of the Savannah, a station wagon version is introduced, making this the very first rotary powered station wagon. Awesome. The car emphasizes elegant style with wood style side and back door panels. Very cool. 1973. Okay, this is a more of a look I like because it has that kind of very aggressive muscle car front end, and then it transforms into a wagon. I think that is awesome. Look, to all the dads out there, you know, you got kids, but you still want to drive a fast car. I mean, who knows? I don't know. I mean, that's what I love about BMW. That's what I absolutely, and I know that I'm on Mazda, but look, I love what the one thing I love about BMW is they get it. They get it. You know, you might have a family. You know, you might have your wife might have to drive the car, but at the end of the day, you want a little bit of power so you can have a little bit of fun too. Lucy AP wagon RX4 AP wagon, the luxury station wagon model with eye-catching wood effect sides is added to the lineup. Excuse me, I'm learning how to speak English. The highest grade model equipped with the 13B engine is named the Gran Turismo. Yes. Whoa, this just looks like a bus. 1974 Parkway Road. I would buy it though. I'd be like, yo, where do people want to? No, if I was rich, okay, now I'm just being silly. If I was rich, maybe I'd just buy a van and then be like, okay, where do you need to go? Let me just drive you where you need to go. But I don't accept money because, you know, if you're wealthy, I mean, why do you need more money? You know what I mean? Parkway Rotary 26, the world's first rotary bus, is equipped, and I mean wealthy in spirit, not wealthy, because some people are wealthy monetarily, but they're not wealthy spiritually. So I've always believed that you can have millions and billions and trillions of dollars in your bank account, but if you're a nasty human being and you're not wealthy spiritually, then it really doesn't matter how many zeros and ones you have in your bank account. The world's first rotary bus equipped with an anti-pollution spec 13B engine. The 26-seat bus is known as its exceptionally low level of noise and vibration. 1975 Cosmo AP RX5, the cutting-edge combination of high-class specialty car with striking red paintwork, makes the car a huge success within Japan. Dude, I could see why. That's absolutely gorgeous. The car is equipped with a low emissions rotary engine that achieves a 40% improvement in fuel economy over the previous model. Yes, that's exciting. 40% improvement in fuel economy. 1975 Road Pacer AP, the flagship sedan of Mazda's passenger car family, is fitted with a 13B rotary engine. The standard size body is provided by GM Holden. Shout out to GM Holden for providing the body. 1977 Lucy Legato 929L, the third generation Lucy 929, given the suffix legato, not to be confused with El Gato. Shout out to El Gato though. I mean, they updated their drivers. They updated something because now my El Gato is working perfectly. The sound sounds amazing. So, you know, it just took a little bit of time. You know, I understand. You know, people have I'm the first one to acknowledge that, people have busy lives and a lot of things going on. So is developing with a high quality refinement and dignity in mind. The lineup also features Mazda's first four-door pillarless hardtop. Interesting. 1977 Familia AP LGC 323. With the fourth generation of the Familia comes a marked change to a hatchback design. The new model is designed for versatility and economy. The car is also known for its bright body colors, nicknamed signal tones, green, yellow, and red. Yes, thank you, Mazda. Thank you. I don't know if I would do this green. I mean, maybe it would grow on me, but definitely the yellow and the yellow is hot AF. 1978 12A rotary engine. The rotary engine of the Savannah RX-7 is the prototype 12A with a power output of 128.2 HP with an advanced anti-pollution system. Yeah. It is one of the first to clear the new Japanese emissions regulations. Very cool. 1978 Capella two-door hardtop 626. The third generation Capella 626 features a low slanted hood and wraparound rear window for superior aerodynamic characteristics. The car lives up to its Japanese tagline of international car, meeting good reviews on the global market. That looks like an international car. My uncles in Mexico, it looked very very similar. That long front and long rear. I just feel like it's, you really have to be a good driver, because with the car being so long in the front and the rear. I mean, I get it, that was the time period, but a lot of times when you're not as experienced with driving big cars, it becomes a challenging thing. Okay, 1978 Savannah RX-7. Okay, that is very cool. The Savannah RX-7 is in the green. I take it back. That maybe I just didn't see the car in a body style I like, because now that green with this body style looks very attractive. The Savannah RX-7 is a sports car that fully utilizes the advantages of the compact rotary engine. The car features an elegant low noise design together with an equal front to rear weight distribution. Shout out to all the cars out there with an equal front and rear weight distribution. My 370Z, I forgive me, I think it's very very close. I think it was like 49 to 51, but when you have that equal weight distribution, it makes a car that much more enjoyable to drive. And sometimes, people don't look at that as a significant thing. They, a lot of times people just look at, and maybe just me, some people, they'll just look at the numbers like horsepower and torque and this and that. But, there's a lot of little things that really go into making a car enjoyable to drive. And I think one of them is that equal distribution of weight. Okay. The car features an elegant low noise design together with equal front and rear weight distribution, achieved by the front midship position of position of the engine. Okay, that's interesting. 1980, here we go. Familia XG323. The new Mazda Familia adopts a front-wheel drive layout. The top of the line XG with sunroof goes to number 1 on the monthly sales chart for the domestic market. 1980 Savannah RX-7. The Savannah RX-7 undergoes a minor mid-model change. An integrated bumper and updated air dam improves aerodynamics. The new rotor-shaped alloy wheels are added to the lineup. 1981, shout out to 1981. Lucy 4-door hardtop. 929, the base components of the Mazda Lucy are shared with the Unos Cosmo from this model change. The hardtop model was produced as a 4-door specialty car with an emphasis on performance. All right, see, Mazda, I feel you and I were on the same wavelength here. 1982 Cosmo Rotary Turbo. A year after the new model change, the world's first turbocharged rotary engine is added to the lineup. The car combines an EGI-equipped 12A engine with a turbocharger, reaching a maximum power output of 157.7 horsepower. Oh, and they got the mirrors in the front. I like it. I really do. 1982 Capella Coupe 626 Coupe. The front-wheel drive Capella 626 goes into production at the Hofu plant of the Yamaguchi Prefecture. The car's low noise and high tail give it a characteristic wedge shape. Commercials for the car feature the actor Alain Delon. Excuse me if I say your name incorrectly, sir. I was 1 year old. Okay, 1985 Savannah RX-7. The development concept for the second generation Savannah RX-7 is a true sports car, balancing both comfort and performance on a high level. With a 13B engine and a twin-scroll turbocharger, its power output reaches 182.4 HP. Yeah, here we go. I bet you Wolverine was thinking, I might want to buy this one day and have it in my movie. I'm just messing around. 1982. Here we go. Hot hatch. Familia full-time four-wheel drive. 323 full-time four-wheel drive. Japan's first full-time four-wheel drive model is added to the 6th generation Familia lineup. The car is used extensively and rallying both domestically and internationally, and achieves the first WRC overall victory for Mazda at the 1987 International Swedish Rally. Yes. Oh, dude, shout out to the convertibles. Okay, 1986 Familia Cabriolet. 323 Cabriolet. The Familia Cabriolet, introduced in March of 1986, becomes Mazda's first 4-seat convertible. I love, look, here's my thing. I do, and I was looking at like 2-seat BMW and Mercedes convertibles, but with my two sons, I want them to experience it, like, I mean, I'm just saying, myself, my wife, and my two boys, it makes sense to have 4 seats for me when it's a convertible. The car uses a 1500cc turbocharged engine. 1986 Lucy 4-door hardtop. The 4th generation model aims to exemplify the comfort of a luxury car, and it utilizes a high-strength body and E-type multi-link suspension. It is offered in a variety of engines, including Mazda's first V6, as well as an inline-4 and a 13B 2-rotor. 1987. Oh man, this name, E-Tube, excuse me. I hope I said that right. E-Tube, I hope this E is silent. This 3-door hatchback is introduced as a next-generation personal car. It is known for its large rear windshield, dubbed the terrace back, not to confuse with the the terrace back. The car is powered by a 1600cc dual overhead cam engine. 1987 Capella C2 626 Coupe MX6. The 5th generation Capella 626 is available as either a 4-door sedan, the 5-door CG, or the 2-door coupe C2. The car also sparks conversation for its speed sensing four-wheel steering system. That's very interesting. Okay, that looks like a Sylvia to me. Lack of my ignorance, or in the Americas, the 240 SX, but a very reminiscent of. Look, I bring everything back to Nissan because that was what I'm the most familiar with. The car also sparks conversation for its speed sensing four-wheel steering system, a world's first. The performance model, the Capella, is also released in 1988. Shout out to 88s. Excuse me. 1987 Savannah RX-7 Cabriolet, RX-7 convertible. Released in 1987, this car commemorates 20 years of rotary-powered vehicles. It features a special top that can be used in closed, full, open, and roofless configurations. Oh, okay, very cool. Well, that's one thing I do think would be cool, is to just be able to take the roof off, so that way, I'm just speaking for my own car, because when the roof is down, you lose kind of half of your trunk space. So 19, and I know, I get it. I want everything. This guy, they're like, this guy, he just wants everything. I get it. I know. I'm spoiled. I'm sorry. 1989, Unos Roadstar MX-5 Miata. Here we go. First sold in 1989 as a traditional lightweight sports car, the front engine, rear wheel drive, two-seater convertible focuses on the thrill of the ride and the excitement of driving outlined in its Jinba Itia concept. Forgive me, I know Richard Hammond said it perfectly in Top Gear back in the day. I don't remember, sir. I'm sorry. I wish I remembered every single thing every single person said to me. Which indicates the unity of a rider and a horse. I'm going to look that up. I want to be able to pronounce that correctly. 1989, or I'll probably just forget, which I do forget sometimes. AutoZam Coral. Shout out to Finding Coral. Sorry, I just had to do it, Chris. I just had to do it, Chris Bell. Oh, it's Carol. Forgive me. I just wanted to make my own connotations. Carol? Oh, okay, the two R's. I apologize. Carol returns after 19 years, making Mazda's return to the key car market. The car, known for its playful, over-the-top design, is also available with a power canvas roof. Okay, very interesting, because I know Fiat has been doing these canvas roofs on their the Abarths. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry, Fiat. I just think that's cool, but you know, it's hard because if you park your car outside, you know, it just gets torn up with the sun. And I know people be like, well, we'll just get but you know, what if, look, all I'm saying is I take it back. Everybody buy what they gotta buy. Look, I'm just getting over eccentric. What happens when I get really excited, I just start saying random things. Mazda, you're really showing me how amazing of a car company you are. In 1989, Familia four-door sedan. This is why I love doing these videos. The 7th generation Familia aims to be fun and sporty and is developed to be a compact family car full of originality. 3 unique body types are made available. 1989, Familia Astina 323 Astina. The 5-door Familia has a completely different design than the 3-door. It is called the Astina. The distinctive 5-door hatchback features pop-up headlights. 1989. Oh, here we go. That is so hot, bro. Savannah RX-7. 1989 facelift brings the RX-7 up to its final version of this generation, which with improvements to the 13B engine's twin-scroll turbocharger and increased compression ratio, the power output is raised to 202.1 horsepower. 1990 AutoZam Review 121, a new passenger car built for the AutoZam, I hope I'm saying that right, brand. With its unique body style and spacious interior, the vehicle is launched around the world for its practicality. That looks like a very practical car. 1990, Unos Cosmo, the flagship model for the Unos brand. The car is introduced as a luxury personal coupe. Dude, that is I don't know anything about executives. I've met maybe a handful of executives in my life, and hopefully one day I can become an executive, but if somebody asked me to paint a mental picture of an executive car, that is an executive car to a T. The flagship model for the Unos brand, the car is introduced as a luxury personal coupe. Maybe when I think of executive, I think of luxury personal coupe. The world's first three-rotor rotary engine achieves a power output of 276.1 HP with a sequential twin turbo system. Here's the other thing that I could be completely wrong, but going with another rotor, dude, we're talking executive right there. 1991, Sentia 929, a prestige sedan for personal use. The car features a long wheelbase with low and wide proportions, giving it a distinctive appearance. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, I drooled over people who had this car. I drooled over the car, not the people. And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand is, look, this is just my perception, but I might like your car, but maybe I just don't like you. And I'm just talking about some people that I've met. I'm very grateful for people who had an amazing car, and there have been some truly amazing, kind people that I've met with amazing cars. But sometimes people, they think the car is enough, and it's not. The car can't make up for the lack of just quality on the inside of the human being. Okay, 1991, and I'm speaking for myself. Maybe I drooled over these cars because I had the lack of quality within me as a quality human being. RX-7, the product concept of third generation RX-7 is a pure sports car, absolutely, with extensive weight reduction and a 251.4 horsepower 13D engine. The car achieves a weight to power ratio of 4.96 kilograms over HP. 1991, Mazda 787B. In its 13th attempt in 1991, Mazda finally takes the overall victory at the 24-hour of Le Mans, becoming the first Japanese car to achieve success in this feat. It is powered by a 4-rotor R26B engine. Yeah, baby. 1991, Unos Presso. This 3-door hatchback specialty car is targeted at the single men and women with strong individuality. It is powered by the world's first production 1800cc V6 engine. Very cool that has a V6 styling. Maybe it just didn't appeal to me. 1992, Unos 500 Exodus 6, made with a theme of timeless value. That looks very much like an exec car too. The new sedan pursues high quality and refinement. The car is known for its attractive styling, which exemplifies sportiness with class. 1992, Familia GTR. Ooh, okay, 323 GTR. This high-performance model is added to the lineup of the 7th generation Familia 3-door full-time 4-wheel drive models. The car is fitted with upgraded brakes and uses a large turbocharger. Its power output is increased to 207 horsepower. Look, maybe I'm just a kid at heart because I love this look, that hot hatch look. 1992, MX-6. The specialty coupe features a low and wide body powered by a V6 engine. All cars are fitted with a new 4WS 4-wheel steering system that achieves exceptional riding quality and stability at high speeds and improves cornering at low speeds. Okay, I remember seeing a few of those. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I feel like we're in the future here. Shout out to the future. 1992, AutoZam AZ1. This micro coupe developed from the AZ550 sports concept is presented at the 1989 Tokyo Motor Show. It features the first gull wing doors on a key car and all plastic interior panels. I think this is very practical to have the doors do that. I remember my wife told me she dated a man who had the Lambo door. So shout out to that gentleman for having that forward thinking. No, I just think it's practical. You don't have to worry about banging someone else's door. It just makes sense to me. 1993, Unos 800 Millennia. This front-wheel drive luxury sedan features a multi-link suspension as well as at all 4 corners, and was the first from the company to use a Miller cycle engine. 1993, Lantis. This sporty compact achieves a high level of safety while featuring a unique design and ample interior space for a compact. Available as both a coupe and a sedan, the car is fitted with a V6 engine. 1993, Unos Roadster MX-5 Miata. The minor mid-model change includes improved safety features and an extra rigid body. The engine displacement is also increased with an 1800cc dual overhead cam engine. Yeah, baby. 1994. Okay, it just looks like a teardrop to me. I mean, maybe I have to see it in person, but it's just not calling to me. Here, the Familia, and granted, shout out to everyone who bought this car. I'm sure it's an amazing car. Familia Neo. Shout out to Neo from The Matrix. Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you. And Keanu Reeves. Shout out to you, sir. The 8th generation Familia is built to be the best compact ever. Amid aiming for the highest level of comfort and safety in its class, the unique 3-door hatchback is given the Neo sub-name. Oh. 1995 Sentia 929. The design of the 2nd generation Sentia is completely renewed to a bold, beautiful design. That's very sexy. That's a sexy exec car right there. Comfort and ease of broadening for the rear seats have also been greatly improved. The actor Sean Connery stars in the commercials of the car. Shout out to you, Sean Connery. Shout out to you, sir. I was more a a Harrison Ford. Oh my goodness. I can't remember this gentleman's name. He's like my all-time hero. Maybe that's why it's blocked in my brain. But shout out to you, Mr. Baseball. I was a more Mr. Baseball kind of guy. But Sean Connery, you are an amazing actor. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you for blessing the world with amazing films. And an amazing personality. An amazing human. Really amazing in every way. When I think Sean Connery, I think of The Rock. So shout out to Nick Cage. Shout out to The Rock. That was an amazing movie. Takes place in my home. I'll just leave it at that. 1995, Bongo Friendly, developed as a leisure center for friends and family. A leisure center. Wow, I never heard a car spoken about as a leisure center. So that's very cool. No, this is very cool to be able to camp in the top, have that pop up. That's very forward thinking, Mazda. The 1.3 box minivan style body gives the car excellent comfort and safety characteristics. The car is also popular for its auto free top. Power elevating roof, which opens an extra space on top of the... This is so smart. Because, I know a lot of people, they like to go in the outdoors. They like to go camping. So, man, I'm surprised people aren't... where did this go? Maybe there just wasn't enough people buying it. I don't know. 1996 Demio. I mean, I wasn't buying... this is how I'm spoiled. My mom bought me a car when I was in high school. That's why I don't... I had everything handed to me. That's why I'm trying to work hard now, because I was really a spoiled child. I had everything I could have ever wanted, and really now I just need to shut my mouth and accept whatever I get, because I look around and I say, like, this is why I realize I have to work so hard, because I literally have had everything and I have no reason to complain about anything. All right, so 1996 Demio. The new Demio 121 is pitched as a free format wagon that looks small but rides big. Okay, the car becomes a big hit, favored by its user for its excellent practicality and range of use, and its peak. It sells more than 10,000 cars in a single month in Japan. 1997 Capella Wagon 626 wagon. The free space Capella 626 concept is shared with the sedan, but utilizes a large wheelbase and variable seat arrangements to create a more comfortable interior space. The car uses the Magma body construction for high rigidity, improved safety. That's a sexy wagon right there. 1998 Roadster MX-5 Miata. The Roadster MX-5 Miata undergoes its first full model change, and the 1.8 liter variant features an all-new 6-speed manual transmission. Shout out to all the manual transmissions out there. In 2000, the car would be featured in the Guinness Book of World Records as the best-selling convertible 2-seater sportster car in the world. That's why I don't care what anyone says. One day I want to have a Miata, and I get it's only 2-seater, so my sons can't roll with me. Oh well, you know what? Yeah, look here, Dami, you can roll with me when you're big enough to just sit in the seat without a car seat. So I look forward to that day, sir. And yes, I call my son sir. 1998 Familia S-Wagon Protege 5. The 8th generation Familia lineup features the S-Wagon, a new genre of wagon that combines a compact form with a wide range of utility. Following the new design theme, the cars take on the new Mazda Familia fascia styling. Look, and here's my thing. Someone's younger than me, I'm going to call sir, because I'm hoping that one day people, if I show people respect, I hope one day they show me respect. That's the way I think. 1999 Roadster MX-5 Miata 10th Anniversary Edition. Holla! Okay, not just because I love 99, not just because I graduated in 1999, not because I was born on the 10th day, and not just because it's a Miata that I want to buy, and not just because it's an anniversary and I love anniversaries, because every day is a birth anniversary, because every day is a new day. When you wake up, you're reborn. My father, that's how he passed away. He didn't wake up. So shout out to the anniversary of being alive every single day. This is a limited edition model sold in the same specifications across the Japanese, North American, European, and Australian markets. The car features the exclusive innocent blue mica body color, as well as polished alloy wheels. That is sexy. 1999 RX Evolve V. This is a concept revolving on the 33rd Tokyo Motor Show with the new naturally aspirated Renesas rotary engine. The car illustrates a new world of four-seater sports car. That's really cool. I think this looks like the precursor for the RX-8. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but that looks like a future RX-8. 2000 Roadster MX-5 Miata. With a major improvement in design, the 1.8-liter engine now features the S-VT sequential valve timing. The new body color, crystal blue metallic, takes first prize at the 2001 Auto Color Awards. Very cool. Oh, here we go. 2002 Atenza Mazda 6. The new mid-size Atenza Model 6 is introduced with the new brand slogan, Zoom Zoom. Not to be confused with Vroom. I was listening to the Gran Turismo soundtrack, man. That is so good. The slogan truly, last night I was like, for hours, I was just listening to that one song. The slogan truly embodies the identity of the Mazda brand in the middle of an ever-changing market. 2002 DMEO Mazda 2. The all-new DMEO Mazda 2 further improves the original efficient packaging. 3 models, cozy, sport, and casual, are marketed to match the individual lifestyle. 2003 the next generation compact car Axela Mazda 3 is introduced. The car sees a new standard for compacts with its unique design and strong presence, as well as its safe and sporty handling. Here we go, 2003 RX-8, baby, RX-8. Utilizing a more environmentally friendly rotary engine, this new 4-door, 4-seat car provides the user with the best of both worlds. 1 part sports car and 1 part grand touring sedan. Maybe that's why Wolverine drove that, because he was like, I want part sport car, part grand touring. I'm just messing around. I know that was in the movie, and I know the commercial had Wolverine in it, so nobody can tell me I was wrong about that. All right, 2005 Mazda Speed Mazda Speed 6, developed to be the company's top performance sedan. This car came with a newly developed 2.3-liter direct injection turbocharged gasoline engine and an electrically oh my gosh, why is this word stumping me? Actuated active torque control coupling. That's a mouthful. 4-wheel drive system. Okay. 2005 Roadster MX-5 Miata. The first full model change is 7 years. In 7 years resulted in a significant weight loss and better weight distribution. Shout out to Mazda for doing that, as well as enhanced environmental and safety standards, all of which helped it earn Japan's Car of the Year honors. Absolutely fire, dog. Absolutely fire. Shout out to you, Mazda. My goodness. Dude, oh, yes. Hardtop convertible for the win, son. Roadster RHT. PRHT stands for Power Retractable Hardtop. Yes. This is absolutely amazing AF. Amazing AF to the max. Shout out to Miss Click for teaching me how to just say the A and the F. It's hot as F. This Roadster MX-5 Miata features a groundbreaking power roof that doesn't sacrifice any trunk space. Doesn't sacrifice any trunk space. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. Shout out to you, 2006 Mazda Miata, for not sacrificing any trunk space. And I'm not saying shame on you, BMW. Look, I get it. We sacrificed a little trunk space in my car. I'm okay with that because you gave me 4 seats, and I get it. You can't have everything. You can't have everything. 2006 RX-7, an SUV developed for the North American market. This vehicle offers a combination of refined urban style and high performance form. Its direct injection 2.3 liter gasoline engine and 6-speed automatic transmission. 2006 Mazda Speed Axela. I hope that's right. This model is added as a high performance model of the Mazda Speed 3 with, oh my gosh, a 260.3 horsepower direct injection gasoline engine. This car offers top level acceleration for its class. This is like a family sleeper car. This looks like a wagon, but look at that. 260.3 horsepower direct injection gasoline engine. Mazda, you are on fire. You are on absolute fire. Somebody needs to take the temperature of Mazda during this time period, because you are sending out the bat signal like no joke. Absolute amazing cars here. 2007 Demio Mazda 2, lighter by approximately 220 horsepower over the previous model. The third generation Demio Mazda 2 aims to be a personal compact car. It becomes Mazda's first car to be nominated for World Car of the Year. Wow. 2008 Roadster MX-5 Miata. Along with a facelift, this new model came with better steering wheel and red line on the manual gearbox. Model raised to 7,500 RPM, improving the engine's overall performance. Damn, Mazda. Dude, you are lighting it up. You are dropping bombs like no tomorrow. I feel like I'm in the movie Iron Man, and Tony Stark says, "This is the Jericho," and Mazda's just launching these missiles. Dude, 2008. I'm sorry, movie references kind of like, I just enjoy movie references. Mazda 6 sedan. The first full model change brings large improvements in both safety and emissions. The design is changed to be more dynamic. I know, I gotta calm down. I get excited when I'm learning about cars, and especially cars that I'm passionate about, while still emphasizing the refinement of and there's a lot of cars I'm passionate about. The car is equipped with a newly developed 2.5 liter engine. 2006 Mazda Speed Axela. Mazda Speed 3, the new Axela. Mazda Speed 3 features Mazda's priority idling stop system, iStop. The Mazda Speed version is also created with the second generation model. That's a sexy car, bro. 2010, oh my gosh, Shinara. This 4-door, 4-seat sport coupe concept embodies Mazda's soul of motion design philosophy. Dude, that is effing, MFing, AFing, all effing amazing. Look at that. That's a 4-seater sport coupe. Mazda, why did we not, and I say we because I'm on planet Earth too, why did we not release this? Yes. Okay, if there was ever an epic car, I'm sorry, I gotta take a moment here and just be like, bro, This car is absolutely epic. 2011 RX-8 Spirit R, the final special edition model of the RX-8, which would cease production in 2012. Its name follows in line with the last limited edition model of the RX-7, the Spirit R. My gosh, Mazda, please, 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 Mazda, please. Please, now that the world is back on the page of energy efficiency and wanting to have a future for all of the young people, and I consider myself a young person too, please, Mazda, please, please. The world needs another Spirit R. My goodness. My goodness. But thank you for, and if it doesn't happen, I get it, but thank you for doing this. Absolutely. I am so grateful. And I don't know, maybe because 2012 was the long calendar. Here's what a lot of people didn't want to appreciate about the Mayan long calendar. It didn't mean the mark of the end of the world. It meant just the mark of a year, a new long year. I forget. Forgive me if I don't remember the long calendar. I think it was. Dude, I'm sorry, 5,700, I'm just throwing a number out there. I think it was 5,721 year long calendar rotation. That's what it was. 2012 CX-5, the new crossover. That's maybe some people, they just didn't want to update their own brains with the information. But, there's calendars, there's bigger calendars that in rotations. Just like I shout out to the gentleman, I forget his name, but he wrote a book about how the planet Earth actually is in rotation around, I forget what, but there is a long calendar rotation. So that's all I'm saying is, it's not, yes, it marks the end, but it doesn't mean the end of the world. The actual, our solar system actually is in rotation, in a long calendar rotation. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering all this information, but there is this longer calendar and this longer rotation of a year with 360. I'm saying like a minute, an hour, a day, a month, what we consider a year, and then the longer count year, and then there's even I believe there's a even longer calendar year. That's all I'm saying is, and I think we're traveling into. I think 2012 was the mark of that longer calendar year, but there's an even I forget, man, I need to look it up. My wife knows more about this. She retains information far better than I do. But yeah, that's all I mean, look, that's all I'm saying is, it wasn't about the end of the world. I think it was just about understanding that, there's cycles. There's bigger and bigger cycles. Okay. And I went on my own tangents. Forgive me, Mazda. RX-5, the new crossover SUV CX-5 is designed to take on the global market for its full usage of Mazda's Sky Active technology. The clean diesel engine with its low 14.0 compression ratio creates a full new market. 2012, Atenza Mazda 6, the next generation flagship model, the third generation Atenza model. Mazda 6 features Mazda Advanced Safety Technology, Eye Active Sense, the hue of innovative Soul Red Premium body color are both vivid and deep. That is a very gorgeous color. 2013 Mazda 3 Axla. The third generation Axla Mazda 3 came in gasoline, diesel, and hybrid power plants. It was also the first car to feature Mazda's next generation car connectivity system called Mazda Connect. 2014 Demio Mazda 2. This model features a newly developed 1.5 liter diesel engine featuring high performance that overturns the image of the subcompact car segment. Even the pedal positions of the car have been optimized to improve an ideal driving position. Very cool. 2015 Goodwood Festival of Speed honored with the production of this year's central feature for the Goodwood Festival of Speed. The top of the sculpture is adorned with a Mazda 787B, a full-scale model of the Mazda LM55 Vision Gran Turismo. Oh my gosh, I want to see this. I need to write this. I'm going to put this down in my mental bucket list. I definitely want to see this. I don't know where Goodwood is. I think is that in Europe? Forgive my ignorance. Okay. Drop the mic. I know. Look, one day I hope to own one of the new Miatas in the hardtop convertible because I love the hardtop. I just love hardtops. Dude, drop the mic, Mazda. You dropped the mic for sure with this car. You absolutely dropped the mic with this. 2015 Roadster MX-5. The unity of the horse and rider. I had to roll my R there. Is re-envisioned with the application of the latest technology. The car achieves a 50-50 front-rear weight distribution ratio through the displacement of the new 1.5-liter engine and a front midship position. The weight of the car has also been reduced by over 100 kilograms from the previous model. Look, I'm going to be an absolute a-hole here, but Mazda, if you put a rotary engine in a Miata, I feel like that, bro, I would be speechless. I would be absolutely speechless because I just love the rotary engine. I love the Miata. And I guess I'm just, I'm never satisfied. I'm a guy who's never satisfied. Okay, 2015 RX Vision. This Vision model is first unveiled at the 44th Tokyo Motor Show, equipped with the next generation Sky Active R rotary engine. The car aims to exemplify the beauty of rear-wheel drive sports cars. Dang, Mazda, that's effing gorgeous. 2015 RX3. CX3. This advanced compact crossover SUV is given a stylish, high-quality design. The car features Mazda's natural sound smoother system, which reduces the knocking sound of a diesel engine. Very cool. Oh, here it is. They dropped, oh my goodness. The 2016 Roadster RF. RF stands for Retractable Fastback. At the New York Auto Show, where the car is first revealed, it is also announced that the new Roadster RX-5 Miata has won both the World Car of the Year and World Car Design of the Year. Damn, hell yeah, Mazda. Sorry, yeah, Mazda. Adding to its prestige. World Car of the Year. World. Shout out Planet Earth for understanding that sometimes you could live in a country that doesn't necessarily appreciate a car, but the world appreciates it. 2017 CX-5, the first of a new family of next generation products. The CX-5 receives its first full model change in 5 years. The car enhances the joy of driving in all areas and is the first to feature the new, deeper Soul Red crystal body color. Soul Red, baby. Is that it? Okay, we're ending here on 2017. Hey, that's okay. We end with Soul Red. And I have to use the restroom because I just got to use the restroom. But thank you. 2016. Shout out to 2016. Shout out to all hard tops out there. Shout out to the Roadster RF. Shout out to Mazda for releasing this car. Shout out to the world for acknowledging that this is the World Car of the Year. Shout out to the World Car Design of the Year. The people who voted. I didn't vote. I'm sorry. I'm lazy. I didn't look. I wish I was more involved in more things. I feel like I'm very involved in a lot of fields, but I wish I could just be involved in more. So that's my affirmation for the day. Mazda, I would absolutely love to be involved in just your design team as the person at the bottom, because I want to learn. I want to learn from. I'm saying any car company. I'm so grateful. I'm glad I'm doing this. If I'm the only one, and my wife, I'll be honest. I don't force her, but I know I'm passionate about cars. I love cars. I love motorcycles. I love firearms. I love knives. I love technology. I love art. I love painting. I love drawing. I love musical instruments. I love bows. I love actually. I want to get back into just creating fashion. I love perfumes. I love reading. I love comics. I love video games. There's just so many things that I love, and I wish that's why I'm really hoping, really hoping that I can be alive on this planet for another 60 more years, because there are so many things that I'm interested in, and I just want to develop. I love tattoos and tattooing. I'm still in my infancy and learning, but I'm just trying to put the ink in the right place right now. I love, shout out to Sony for releasing a new Walkman that is epic, absolutely epic. This Sony Walkman costs like $5,000, but my goodness, they did not cut corners on anything. It's made out of that. I watched the machining on this Walkman, and I get it. Not everybody's into listen. And here's the thing, I was blessed with not being able to see at a young age, and I think my hearing has just been, maybe, I think that maybe, I think there's something to this where I don't think there's a such thing as an unwinnable hand. I think that possibly if one of your senses isn't as good, I absolutely believe that maybe some of your other senses are elevated or heightened or improved. So I'm blessed to have been able to have eye surgery, and my eyesight is almost nearly 20/20. Shout out to the gentleman, I forget his name, in Beverly Hills, who did my eye surgery. Absolutely. When people say, why did I spend almost $10,000 on eye surgery? Because I did not want to go under the knife with someone who did not know what they're doing. I firmly believe you get what you pay for. So shout out to you, sir. I will gladly pay double. Gladly would have paid double. Don't tell him, because in Beverly Hills, you tell somebody you pay double, they'll take your money. So thank you, sir, for the eye surgery. But I really believe that, maybe my hearing is heightened, and it appeals to me. Look, somebody could say, "What? This guy is out of control. He wants to buy. This is 2022. This guy wants to buy a $5,000 Walkman." Absolutely. And Sony makes also a $2,000 headphones. So yes, you want to say, if I had the money, if only I had the money extra. I'm saying only if I had that money extra, I absolutely would buy a $5,000 Walkman and $2,000 Sony speakers. And here comes my son. Absolutely. Let's wave that flag. Let's end it with that. Let's end it with that, baby. Thank you, Dami. I love you, bud. Yes.